It is a continual challenge to improve the efficiency and productivity of wood processing operations in a pulp or paper mill. One specific challenge is to produce the highest volume of uniform wood chips from the chipper that increases, accepts and reduces fiber losses. With Andritz TurnKnife systems, safe handling and increased performance are achieved. Produced from the highest quality steel, the knives are treated to have a much longer edge life and are double-edged, making them reversible. The longer time between knife changes helps increase the chipping capacity and the mill's availability. The Andritz QuickClamp knife changing system for TurnKnife allows very safe and fast knife changes, increasing the availability. Safety information. Upon changing knives, extreme caution must be exercised. Cut-resistant gloves, protective footwear and protective goggles must be worn. Ensure that work surfaces are prepared. Stop the chipper. Isolate and lock off the main circuit breakers. Ensure that power to chipper drive motor is disconnected and security switch is locked. Secure the chipper disc. Open the chipper hood when the chipper disc is stopped. Connect the lift balancer to the hydraulic cylinder. Clean the knife pocket. Clean the catch cover on the chipper disc. Position the hydraulic cylinder in the catch cover on the chipper disc. Press the hydraulic cylinder up into the mounting so that the cylinder completely encloses the tension bolt. Release the knife cassette by pressing the opening button on the hydraulic cylinder so that the piston in the cylinder is pressed out and the slide bar is pressed in. Position the protection plate over the knife edge. Lift out the knife cassette with the protection plate on the knife edge. Position the cassette in the wagon. Clean the knife cassette position and visually check the condition of the cassette clamps. Install the new knife cassette with the protection plate on the knife edge between the cassette clamps. Press the knife cassette against the periphery so that the outer knife is in contact with the end support. Lock the knife cassette into place by pressing the tightening button on the hydraulic cylinder and keeping the button depressed until the correct pressure is reached on the manometer. It is very important to achieve the correct pressure, otherwise a knife could come loose and pose a safety risk. Release the pressure in the hydraulic cylinder by pressing the release button. Detach the hydraulic cylinder from the catch cover on the chipper disc and then place the hydraulic cylinder in its holder. Check with a caliper or gauge that the slide bar's protrusion are 15 to 19 millimeters. Remove the protection plate from the knife edge. Rotate the chipper disc to the next knife position and repeat the cassette replacement procedure until all knife cassettes have been replaced. Changing knives in cassette. Use cut-resistant gloves, protective footwear and protective goggles when assembling the knife cassette. The knife cassette consists of the following components: turn knives, lower knife holder, upper knife holder with thread inserts, screws. Always use the protection plate on the knife edge when handling knife cassettes. Always use the TurnKnife system original parts. Position the cassette in the assembly jig. Remove the safety protection plate and dismantle the cassette. Clean the knives in the knife cleaning machine. Clean the surfaces of the holders. Position the upper holder in the assembly jig. Press the edge of the holder against the end support of the jig. Position the lower holder on the upper holder. Position the new or turned knives between the holders. Press the knives against the end support of the jig. Ensure there are no gaps between the knives. Tighten the screws to 15 Nm. Check that the screws are below the surface of the upper holder. Position the safety protection plate on the cassette. Position the cassette in the wagon. TurnKnife features improved safety and efficiency, easy and fast knife changes, precise and consistent knife location, increased availability, higher and more uniform chip quality.